I don't know why I watch this damn show anymore, man. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode No Limit to Lucas, WWE NXT May 27th, 2025 review on No Limit to Lucas. Should be May 28th, 2025, your Wednesday day as well. I want to get right into the show because, man, this show, my god, man. Did it have some moments? Yes. Like Ethan, there's 2 new champions on this show. You'd think that'd be good for everything, but I'll be honest. I mind Ethan Page. I didn't like the Ethan Page title win on the show against the North American Championship. But I did, I'll be honest, it might be a hot take. I didn't mind the Jacy Jayne title win last night. I didn't mind that. Didn't mind that at all. So apparently, YouTube Shorts will have some point later today, maybe tomorrow. Stephanie Vaquer and Jordan Grace were potentially called up the main roster. So we ain't find out with that. But anyways, before I get on today's show, follow me on social media. Twitter, Instagram, Lucas C. Allen. Facebook and TikTok, No Limits to Lucas. And Patreon.com/No Limits to Lucas as well. And also, if you're watching on YouTube, hit me a like, hit a big 5-star frog splash on the like button. And also turn on bell for all notifications. And also hit the subscribe button, leave a comment on this video as well. And if you're on Spotify, leave me a 5-star rating on Spotify. And also leave me a comment on Spotify as well. It helps the podcast go drastically all over the audio platforms. Now let's get into your NXT May 27, 2025 review. Let's discuss Ethan Page. He kicks off with show and defeats Ricky Saints to win the NXT North American Championship to start the show. I'll be honest, like I said, I did not like this title change. I did not like it at all, honestly. We just gave the title Ricky Saints April 1st. April Fool's Day. And a month later, he's dropping that championship. And what is he going to do after? He's going to write for the world title? Open February's not losing the championship anytime soon. Unless it's a hot potato in the North American title. We get into right back to Ricky Saints in general. But why are we hot potato in the North American title for, dude? I'm just asking the honest questions here. So we'll discuss that. It was a solid match. I didn't like the outcome, though. I didn't like the outcome whatsoever. Also, Mike Santana. He makes his NXT debut. He defeats Tavion Heights in a very big, great match on paper. Very fun match for sure between Tavion Heights and Mike Santana. Best thing on the show, I feel. Not the most memorable thing. Not the most memorable thing on the show. We'll get to that in a minute. Remember, Ethan Page title running on the show didn't mean anything compared to the main event on the show. We'll discuss that in a minute, though. Listen, Trick Williams, the reigning defending first the TNA World Champion. He has a promo after winning the TNA World Title at Battleground. And Williams turned on the crowd a bit and said the crowd didn't appreciate him. And he was going to over to TNA. And Mike Santana came out and called Trick a pretender, in quotes. And the TNA Director of Authority, Santino Marella, appeared and told Williams that he has his first title defense against Santana. We'll discuss that. A very mid promo, not a great promo whatsoever, in all honesty. Let's get some Jaida Parker defeats Tatum Paxley. I wish it'd be better for Tatum Paxley, but I think he's developing a gimmick here for a little bit, more of a character change. After she lost all his Shotzi and she don't release it. So there's a budget cuts from TKO. What else is new? Let's discuss that. So on my notes here. I'll discussing Jasper Troy, the fucking ridiculous, pointless match. What's a Jasper Troy? I don't know. I guess you gotta watch WLFG, I guess. So we'll find out what it's with Jasper Troy, I guess is. Jasper Troy defeats Dante Chen in a fucking squash. I don't give a fuck match. To be quite honest with you. Let's get your main event with Jacy Jayne defeats Stephanie Vaquer in the main event to win an NXT Women's Championship. Believe it or not, everyone, I don't mind this change. I'm a big time Stephanie Vaquer fan. You much I love the Dark Angel, glorious Dark Angel, La Primera woman herself, Stephanie Vaquer. But here's the thing: Stephanie Vaquer and Jordan Grace are potentially called up to the main roster. They're potentially getting called up to the main roster. You don't think you want Stephanie? Obviously, already a match under her belt on the main roster against Ivy Nile and also Io Sky. You don't want to be actually called up with that championship yet. So probably strap the title right here is probably fine enough. And Jacy Jayne, I feel like is a very underrated professional wrestler. I feel for the female side of things. So we'll discuss this on today's podcast. You're going to enjoy maybe as long as it's this week's NXT review for May 27, 2025 on No Limits to Lucas. Starting with, you guessed it, with Ethan Page. He kicks off the show and defeats Ricky Sainz to win I almost said TNA North American Championship. I almost said a TNA North American Championship. Can you believe that? Let's try again. Ethan Page kicks off the show and defeats Ricky Sainz to win the NXT North American Championship to start the show. I'll be honest, I was looking forward to this match a decent amount because the rematch from Stand Delivered, and Stand Delivered had a lot of great matches on that show. It kind of got overshadowed with the great matches we saw between the Fatal 4 the women's side of things and also the Triple Threat match for the World title, the main event. A lot of different things as well. Hank and Tank's NXT Tag Team title win. So I was looking forward to this quite a bit. I thought it would be a lot better than the first match. You got that Stand Delivered. You don't want to open the show, honestly. But I'll be honest, this kind of disappointed me a little bit. The match is okay for what it was, but I hated the fucking outcome. Like, what the fuck? We have Ricky Sainz drop that championship. It'll be a month in as champion. To Ethan Page, who should be realistically called up to the main roster. Like, what are we doing here, Shawn Michaels? What are we doing here, Shawn Michaels? HBK, just giving you honest criticism. Unless you make your buddy here, Triple H, and be like, oh, fuck the critics. Remember that shit, dude? Remember that shit? No, at least Shawn Michaels is not like that. I believe, at least, knock on wood. But Ethan Page defeats Ricky Sainz to kick off the show and to win the NXT North American Championship. I'm like, dude. Ethan Page should be on the main roster right in that mid-card division on Raw or SmackDown between the Intercontinental and United States Championships. Like, what the fuck? He's still in NXT. And granted, this is his first year in NXT. This is actually quite a weird statistic. He is now a former NXT World Champion. Now he's a TNA. Almost said it again. He's a former NXT North American Champion now, too. He's the current NXT North American Champion. Get the point. So that's an interesting statistic. His first year in the main NXT and W in general. It's interesting for sure. But this gets a B-. What else do you want me to say about this? Like, the match is okay. It was okay for what it was. I was expecting a lot more from these two. The match gets a B- to the outcome, too. B- you're great. Moving on, Mike Santana, TNA wrestler. He defeats Tavion Heights. This is a very fun match. Very fun match for sure. Mike Santana's fucking great at what he does. Yeah, if you don't know what Mike Santana is, he was a former AEW wrestler with Santana, Ortiz, and Proud and Powerful again. And I believe they're in the, what do they call the Inner Circle with Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, and those guys as well. So he's that guy. I mean, he is doing he's doing great for himself as an independent professional wrestler and a singles guy. I believe, I don't know what happened between him and Ortiz, but I believe, like, if something happened between the two as a duo or something like that. And Mike Santana is not in TNA, and now he's with, obviously, in NXT as well. And this was freaking very fun match, him and Tavion Heights. Give it a B+. The best thing on the freaking show is a B+ to Mike Santana and Tavion Heights. This is a banger of a match, to say the least. Moving on, Trick Williams. He is a new TNA World Champion ever since Battleground, when he defeated Joe Hendry for a TNA World Championship. Trick Williams has a promo after winning the TNA World title Battleground, like I said. And Williams turns on the crowd a bit and said that he didn't appreciate him, and he was going over to TNA. But Mike Santana came out and called Trick a pretender instead of a contender. Obviously, you know about that. And TNA Director of Authority Santino Marella appeared and told Williams there he has his first championship defense against Santana. I said Ortiz. I can't believe that. Against Santana. Gave it a C. Fucking basic ass promo, man, in all honesty. Not saying it was bad. I mean, it was whatever. Like, what was the point? Like, dude, the promo was so formulaic to the point where I just didn't give a fuck about this. And I like Santino Marella. His glorious days in WWE, like in 2010s. He was at that Cobra finisher. Oh my god, man. He was some hilarious ass man, this Santino Marella. But that's good to see. It's good to see, man. Like, who really? I'm not against a Trick List and Mike Santana. I mean, sign me the fuck up for that. But what they did on last night's show was like, whatever. It was whatever, honestly. Gave it a C. Moving on to Jaida Parker. She defeats Tatum Paxley. This is in the C ranges, but let's get to C+. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, dude. What do you want me to say? I was maybe I giving it a C range as well, but it's whatever. This is an okay match for what it was, but dude. I do like the fact of putting Tatum Paxley more and more developing her gimmick here. After losing Gigi Dolan and Shotzi Blackheart to budget cuts from TKO Group Holdings and WWE in general. You know, come on, people. What is the fucking budget cuts excuse? WWE is making so much money as a fucking is. What the fuck do you need to release down for budget cuts, quote unquote? Ridiculous. Ridiculous, dude. This gets a C+ in Jaida Parker and Tatum Paxley. Was it bad? No, it wasn't bad. But was it good? Not good. It was just right in the freaking middle, man. Should probably prove to show you how much the show is fucking boring, man. C+ your grade. Two more things to grade in the show. This preview might be like 14 minutes at tops. I'm at minimum. Literally, I kid you not. Jasper Troy. Oh my god, man, this is hilarious. Jasper Troy. He's making his NXT debut from WLFG. Jasper Troy defeats Dante Chen. This, my friend, gets an overall grade of a D fucking plus. Oh my god, man. The fuck are we doing here? What was the fucking point of this? Jasper fucking Troy. He's okay for what he is, but I'm just not impressed in all honesty. That's why he's on WLFG. But what the fuck was the point of this? Honestly, I'm trying to ask you. Did you seriously give a flying fuck of a Jasper Troy and Dante Chen match? Because I knew I the fuck did not. So I know I the fuck didn't. I knew I fucking didn't, man. This gets a D+. Shall we move on? I'm gonna move on. How about that? Don't go to your main event about almost just now 8 minutes on this segment. Go figure. Jacy Jayne. She defeats Stephanie Vaquer in the main event to win the NXT Women's Championship. This gets a B. Very good match, man. I gotta be honest. Was it like a B+ for your range? No, it's I didn't think so. If I'm honest, we give it that grade. I do like the fact that they at least made us like unpredictability with Jacy Jayne being probably the biggest star in NXT right now in the women's division. It's not even close. The only competition was Jordan Grace. He's getting called up to the main roster. But Jacy Jayne defeated Stephanie Vaquer in the main event to win the NXT Women's Championship. You know what? I actually don't mind it. I don't mind. I think Jacy Jayne's a freaking great professional wrestler. Is she like a bar burn like an Io Sky? Absolutely. You know, Stephanie Vaquer? Absolutely not. I think Jacy Jayne has a lot of like total package towards her. Like she can like talk on a microphone a bit. Has a decent amount of charisma to her, and actually very good for pro wrestler for the most part. Obviously, you know what Jacy Jayne? She's one half, 1/3 of actually, there's only a third remaining. A Toxic Attraction, her, Mandy Rose, and Gigi Dolan. Obviously, you know, Gigi Dolan's not released recently. Now, Mandy Rose has been released for like a couple years now. This gets a B. This gets a B between Jacy Jayne defeating Stephanie Vaquer in the main event to win the NXT Women's Championship. I didn't mind it. I'll be honest, I did not mind this whatsoever. As an honest Stephanie Vaquer fan, did you want to call up the main roster? And they didn't do it for Jordynne Grace, which you probably like, Lucas, why the fuck you don't like it for Jordynne Grace? We're not getting to tell Jordynne Grace because she's going to call up the main roster too on SmackDown. Instead, he's going to call up the Raw. We'll have YouTube short with all my thoughts in there in the comments section. We'll have all my thoughts in the whole video about that. I'm just going to discuss a little bit of opinion there, for all honesty. But Jacy Jayne defeats Stephanie Vaquer in the main event for winning the NXT Women's Championship, so I'll agree with B. Not a bad main event. I actually like this unpredictability a bit too. It gives you a lot more unpredictability for NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. Want to see us more on the main roster there, Triple H? You should take notes sometimes from your buddy there. And one half of D-Generation X, Shawn Michaels. Just saying, bro. Same thing with Tony Khan and All Elite Wrestling. They are fucking unpredictable, beyond predictable to me. It's not even funny right now, to say the least. But Jacy Jayne defeats Stephanie Vaquer in the main event to win the NXT Women's Championship, so not really be. As your overall show for NXT May 27, 2025, because I'm going to give it a C+. Not a good show whatsoever, other than like select few things. Like, I didn't mind the main event. I didn't mind the Tavion Heights and Mike Santana match. I thought that was a banger. Or no, I don't think I can give a shit about this. You know, and like Ricky Saints, who's in that championship to Ethan Page as well for North American title. Ultimately, announced a fucking fatal four-way for Worlds Collide with Ethan Page and the North American title. The fuck is the point of that? With Jeff Javon Evans and two luchadors, I believe, something like that. I never heard of, in all honesty. But this gets a C+, dude. Your overall show for NXT May 27, 2025, you want to give a C+. Now here's your NXT May 27, 2025 review. I know that Mr. Lucas. Thank you all for watching. No, Mr. Lucas, WWE NXT May 27, 2025 review. See you on Wednesday, May 28, 2025. We'll be back tomorrow for your flagship AEW Dynamite May 28, 2025 reviews tomorrow to tonight's event, or show in general. And we also hopefully later say knock on wood. Knocked on my desk. I love fucking doing that. We're doing like more YouTube shorts or latest news and updates from like the World Professional Wrestling. Until then, until tomorrow for more content, no, Mr. Lucas and YouTube obviously today. Peace, love, right out. Take care. Love you all big time to say the least.